Have you got a party trick?
Well, I used to be able to, but I'm a bit old now. I'm very, very. I'm.
Obviously, I'd say, how did you come into Datamango? Well, you came into it through Ham, but maybe just talk a little bit about like your experiences.
I went to school. I done my A levels. I actually was 18. I was studying my A levels when I met Graham. Then I didn't go to university. I did apply to do law. Well, I got into 2 universities, but then I turned it down. And then I went straight into employment, and I worked for the local council here, and actually worked in a call centre, which was really interesting because I was dealing with like all different people from all different walks of life on the phones. You get some really interesting, funny characters. You'd obviously have to learn to deal with conflict. That, I think, opened my eyes a lot and actually helped build my confidence, because you know when you like have someone really going for it on the phone to you, and you're like, I remember the first time it happened to me, it's like a core memory in my mind, and then you just become hardened to it. But it's good because it's such like a thing from a growth perspective. I feel like I grew so much and I gained so much confidence, and now I'm the person that makes the phone calls in this house. I moved from working for the customer service call centre for the local council into the local HR, and then from there I went on maternity with Eva. At the end of my maternity, I decided that I wanted to stay within HR, but I wanted to look elsewhere for a job. So then I got a job at the University of Southampton in their HR department, and then I stayed there until I moved over to kind of help Graham run Datamango. We kind of decided that it made sense for me to come on board, especially if we were going to start to build out a team. I'm definitely the organised one in our relationship, so he needed me to kind of, right, we're doing this. I need someone to manage the finances. I need someone to get other people on board. But at the time, having 2 young children, the flexibility was great as well.
You were talking about role and responsibilities. Can you just run through them again for me and like go into a bit of detail about what a day-to-day looks like for you?
So I could be doing anything from filing receipts, reconciling receipt, going through and helping submit like our quarterly VAT returns. Recently been doing something which I found a little frustrating, but I think that's something that happens when it's new to you. Been looking at a EMI scheme. You get onto this platform, we're using a company where get everybody on board after a certain period, and they can kind of like vest their shares, and then when they get to a certain point they can exercise them and buy shares in the company and stuff like that. So I've been kind of looking into that and setting all of that up. The day-to-day running of a business, I'm there kind of to help it go smoothly, hopefully.
But according to Ham, you are like the real boss here, like the actual boss. You know, have you got any kind of highlights or things that you've enjoyed most, or things that you're most proud of in the time that you've been working here?
I wouldn't say it's a specific thing. I would just say that I am really proud of everybody in the whole company, really, for coming together and making such a great like working environment. It's hard work to get the balance of, you know, being fair but being empathetic and trying to make sure we understand everybody's strengths and weaknesses and, you know, anxieties and the things that they excel at. Like, we are like a family now. We do things out of work together. But somebody who works for us did say something that stuck with us, actually. They said, this is the first job where I wake up on Monday morning and I'm actually excited for the week. That really like touched us, because we thought, okay, we're doing something right.
Talking a little bit outside of Datamango, what do you do outside of work? You know, have you got any hobbies? Have you got any interests?
No. I have recently, over the last few months, really started enjoying going to the gym. So I've always dabbled a little bit in fitness. I'm a bit of a like trier. Last year I done a charity run on behalf of Planets, a cancer support charity down here, and I run 5k. Now, to a lot of people that might not be a lot, but I am really awful at running. I took the time out, I dedicated time to training. I used to go 3 times a week, and I done the race on my birthday. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back to running, for sure. I like being active. I like going out for walks. Like, I like nature. If you talk to anybody in the team, they'll say my number 1 hobby is getting my nails done. I'm really into science as well. So like any new science or scientific studies that come out, I like to like cross-check stuff. I like to kind of see how big these scientific studies are and and how it's developed and stuff. Yeah, I'm big into that.
Oh, you've got a lot more patience than me. I've tried, like I said, I've had a look at the paper. I'll be like, yes, I'm going to get into science now. And then I start scrolling and I'm like, no, too many words. I mean, we've got 10 pages of introduction. So talking a little bit about fun facts. Have you thought about a fun fact and a party trick?
I trained to be a doula. That you can get doulas for anything. You can get death doulas. I trained to be a birth doula or a postnatal doula, which is basically like supporting pregnant people through their pregnancies and just mental well-being support through pregnancy. I help people on their breastfeeding journey if they want to breastfeed their babies.
Have you got a party trick?
I used to be able to put my arms behind my back and pull them over my head without letting go. Try it. You'll struggle. I've got another one actually.
Oh, you got another one? Slow down, Shan. We've never had this before.
Very good with people's birthdays. Once I've seen it once or twice, I'll always remember your birthday. Shall I tell you yours? 17th of May.
Yeah, that's incredible. You're a magician. Right there, Shan, is a party trick and a half. I love it. Genuinely, it has been such a pleasure.
You're a great interviewer.
Oh, stop it. You're a great birthday mum power, psychic, superwoman, HR genius.
Best compliment I've had all year.